What is going on, YouTube family? Welcome back to another episode of NAS100 analysis today. And we're going to pick up from where we left off yesterday in regards to the analysis that we did. And today was another good day in regards to trading. But I did take an L, but the L was not enough to wipe out my overall profit. So it was good. It was a good day today. So basically, yesterday evening, when I entered in that trade, right? So when I entered in this second trade over here, so this was the second one I entered into, right? I managed to get my trading stop a little bit lower. So I managed to get my trading stop a little bit lower later on in the day, right? And it kind of went downhill after that, right? So roughly, so where was it? I managed to get my trading stop, just move this, to about here, right? So I got up quite early in the morning. I saw what was happening. I was like, you know what? I have what I've got already, and I'll take that. And price was already beginning to climb up. So I took what I could get, which wasn't too bad. It was not too bad, right? It wasn't too bad at all. So I was very, very, very happy with that. And then I entered in again, right? Thinking that at this level, price will begin to pull back down. And then naturally what happened was it went straight up and closed me out, at which point I didn't do anything else. And I focused on my task for the day, which means I missed all of this, which is fine. It happens in the game. So I'm just going to just highlight this whole area here and just delete everything because we don't need those anymore. We don't need this anymore either, and we don't need that anymore, right? So the main thing that I want to focus on, because just I did say that I didn't trust this area and I believe price was going to go up, and it has already begun to do so. And one of the first things that I've noticed in regards to this price going up is that it's actually broken close above a high, which is this one over here. So I'm just gonna just stick a little level on that. So this high has been broken by these current wicks over here. So now there's two moves that we can wait for to try to take advantage of, depending on what happens in the markets in the coming days, right? So either price can pull back down again and level off at this level. This is hypothetical, by the way. I always encourage you to do your homework and you do your own research just to make sure everything makes sense to you before you decide to go in and jump in, right? But this is what I think. This is what I think. So I think at this level, right, there's a good chance price could possibly come back to revisit this zone and then begin to push back up again, okay? Reason why I say that is because of this overall structure over here. That's why I say what I'm saying right now, okay? So I'm going to drag this along. And when I drag this along, when I actually drag the levels across down to this side over here, this area begins to make more sense in terms of it pulling back down and pushing back up. Ultimately, it can just keep going. It can just keep going. This level over here could actually end up being a resting level before it actually begins to push back up again to the upside. But personally, I would like to say this, right? According to this structure over here, it's a bit squeezed in now, but so I'm just going to just make this a bit bigger. And I'm just going to highlight the zones a little bit so it's just that easier to see, right? So this zone right here, let me make this a bit fatter. No, let's, yeah, okay. So as you can see, these lines have just become thick. This is the zone that price is currently playing in at the moment, okay? So it's done how many touches at the bottom? It's done 2 touches at the bottom and 2 touches at the top, okay? And it looks like it wants to give us a third one. It wants to give us a third one, which is the ride all the way up here, okay? Now, in this zone, what kind of profits are we looking at? What kind of TP targets are we looking at? Let's just say we just got it from where price is right now. Because some of you guys watching, you got very deep pockets, that I know. You got very, very, very deep pockets, and I'm pretty sure your pockets are deeper than mine. So you can possibly pull this one off at this level, okay? And what I mean by that is essentially you could do something like this. You could just do a straight market buy. What the hell? You don't care. You've got unlimited amount, right? And you can basically make this whole area here your stop. So this area where I've highlighted in red, that will be your stop. So you're looking at 425 pip stop and 1,868 pips is your potential profit if it climbs all the way up to the top side. Okay, so very good gains, okay, if it goes in the way that I hope it's gonna go, which is do that, right? So that's what I'm thinking, hence why we've got this on the hourly setup. Let's jump into the day quickly. Let's just see how it looks on the day. Yeah, on the day it looks fairly respectable. It looks fairly respectable and fairly believable. I believe what I said could come true. Yeah, I absolutely believe what I've just said can come true. So what we're looking for in this level right now, so let me just go back to the hourly, right? What we're looking for in this level right now is one of two things. Either a potential pullback, right? And the pullback, it does not have to be textbook, okay? It does not have to be textbook. What we could end up with, a consolidation on this level, right? So which basically means our best case scenario, it comes back down to this level over here. All right, it comes down to this level over here. That is our best case scenario, and depending on the structure of the consolidation, you can either start putting in buys or you can start putting in sells, because it may want to come all the way back down here again. It could actually do that, and then we have to wait and see if this push to the upside is actually going to materialize. All right, so that is what I think could potentially happen within the next 2 days. Next 2 days, in the sense of either we'll begin to see a pullback to the downside, or we'll begin to see a consolidation at this level, where price then decides if it's going to break down, depending on how the consolidation looks, right? If it's going to push to the upside or if it's going to break back down again. These are things we're looking out for. So as it stands, that is what I'll be waiting to see. Okay, so with that covered, guys, once again, I want to thank you for coming over, watching another episode of Pips and Points. Your energy in coming over to watch this channel truly is appreciated. If you find the content useful, please hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification, and drop us a like. Okay, these 3 things will cost you absolutely nothing and will actually help the channel grow, reach more people. All right, and finally, it's also important to note, based on everything I've just said just now, I am not a financial advisor and I'm not giving you financial advice. It is super important you do your own homework and your own research before you actually back it with some actual real cash, all right, in terms of taking up positions. So with all of that covered, guys, you've been an absolute blessing. Big shout out to everyone that's been following me through the journey from the very beginning of me creating this channel to get it up to this level where it is right now. I truly appreciate every single one of you that has come and viewed what I'm trying to share with you. And what it is that I do is coming from pure honesty in terms of what it is I'm sharing with you. This is absolutely everything I know. And please pay attention to some of the backtesting videos I do as well, right? Some of them, it's just showing you blind truth in terms of how I'm basically using it, and then you can look at it yourself, see mistakes that I'm making, if I'm making any. I believe I'm not infallible, so mistakes do get made, okay? So look at them and see how you can improve on those, right? And run with it. Ultimately, I would truly appreciate it if you shared your improvements as to how I do certain backtests in the comment section, so that I may learn off you too. Alright, so with all of that covered, guys, this is Pips and Points signing out. Have a blessed morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video, which will be very soon. So for now, this is Pips and Points signing out.